Alright, what is up you guys, and welcome back. Today we are out here doing a little bit of winter trout fishing in West Bay, trying to do a little bit of wade fishing for them. I'm currently up on a reef right now actually, or up next to a reef, casting onto it. And it has been a strange day. So this morning it started out with a ton of fog, like crazy amount of fog. So I couldn't get to where I wanted to come out to, basically because I didn't want to be out here and then a boat come running by and get hit. So I stayed close to the shore, didn't catch much, caught a few sand trout, one little baby speck, but that was it. But then at about 10:30, it is currently like 11 I should say, but at about 10:30 the fog cleared and it turned into an absolutely beautiful day. So let me turn this camera around, I'll show you. It is now sunny, 75 degrees, and there's a little bit of wind. It's blowing about 10 to 12 out of the south, but it keeps coming in waves, kind of dying off, picking back up. So not anything that we can't work with. So we're gonna see if we can catch something. Our main tide movement was from 8 to 10 o'clock today. I couldn't get out here until like 10:30, so I kind of missed that, but it's okay. It's still incoming for another couple hours, and I'm thinking the fish might be biting. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna put the GoPro on and let's see if we can catch something. I got me a fish here, trying to keep it on. Had to turn my radio off. Little trout. Oh my goodness. Thought that thing was huge the way it was pulling. Must have came from super deep. Let's try again. Well, I think I may have finally found some fish out here. I caught that one sand trout, cast it back close to the same area, just got bit on the fall, and it felt like a big fish. It went bit on the fall and just started pulling straight down. Not far out from me, so I'm fishing on the edge of this little hole like I always do. And this whole morning I've been trying to make it out there to where I want to get, but, well, I can make it out there, but with the weather and all the fog around us, I don't feel like it's a good idea, a safe idea, to go out another 150 yards from shore. See, right now I'm pretty close. I don't expect anybody to be running this close to shore. Pretty shallow too, but out there I definitely would expect some boats. So I don't feel like it's a good idea to go out there right now. So I'm waiting for this fog to blow over, and it's actually 10 o'clock already. I figured it would have blown over already, and it has cleared up a little bit, but it's just coming in waves now. Maybe I'll catch some out of here. I just switched back from the mirror dine, or the soft dines, back to a 1/8 ounce jig head down south. Had those 2 bites within about 5 casts. All right, check it out guys. So every time I turn on my music, I get a bite, but you can't have music like that, copyright music, in the video. So if y'all are wondering why I keep cutting the volume and just playing other music over, it's because of that. We're starting out with a 1/8 ounce jig head and a chicken of the sea down south, tossing it up onto this oyster. And around this oyster, I'm standing on the edge of it, so it's scattered shell where I am, and then pretty thick oyster all up in here. So I'm getting bites out here, basically on the other side of this reef. It kind of goes down into a channel out there. I mean, you can see the channel marker ahead of me, but it just gradually gets deeper until then. Actually, it's a pretty steep drop, but I'm getting some bites on the other side of that. They're biting it on the fall. I've got 2 and I wasn't able to connect on either of them. There's some fish out there. What I'm probably gonna do is throw this a couple more times, and then if I can't get a good bite on this, I'm gonna switch over to the soft dine, soft dean, whatever you say. Oh, there's a fish. There he is. That was a strange bite. Feels like a good fish though. Nah, it's little. It's a weird bite. What is that? A little trout? Is that a needlefish? It is a needlefish. I knew that was a weird bite. Nice. Whoa, get away from me. Gotta watch out for the teeth on this thing. Let me look at those chompers. They look like they'd mess you up pretty bad. Those things smell. Ugh. Well, there we go. Needlefish. That's always cool. Not what I expected. Man, those things stink. Let's see if there's something else. Baits, put on the soft dine. We're gonna throw this thing around. I kept getting my tail chopped off on the down south. I think it's probably some baby sand trout, but maybe we'll be able to narrow them out. Pick some bigger ones. Now, I may work this faster than usual just because I'm not trying to get this snagged way out there on some moisture. And it's not too deep, so I don't need to let it sink. But what my plan is to start working down this reef, because it basically runs right to left. Well, actually, it's all out here, but it also goes down that way and then kind of turns into sand, and it's still pretty shallow there, and that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. I was talking too much. Son of a gun. Ah, we got it off. It snagged again. Got it off again. Yeah, I'm gonna work my way down the reef and work more towards that sand or mud bottom, whatever's over there, after I fan cast this area. And maybe we'll pick something up on the way, and then I'm gonna cut back and start heading back in. I've been out here for about 5 hours already, even though I really just started recording, but that tide is really pushing in quick and I need to be able to get back to shore. So that's the plan. I'll turn the camera on if I catch anything. I don't understand these guys, man. These little dudes, they're so aggressive. Get every single hook in them. One more out there and then we're moving on. I'm on my last cast out here before I turn around and start marching back. The walk of shame. Maybe I'll catch something on this last cast, but if not, I'm gonna head back to the truck. As of right now, I don't have any fish on the stringer, but I am still going to be doing a catch and cook for you guys because I do have a trout in my freezer at home. So I don't know what I'm gonna make yet, but I'll think of something. I'm gonna whip it up and then we'll have ourselves a, not so much catching, but still a cooking thing. So stay tuned for that. Who knows, maybe I'll catch something on the walk in. Okay, I got the GoPro in my mouth. Where's the flounder? Oh, flounder. Whoa, he's gone. Okay. I had the GoPro in my mouth right there. I pulled it out of my pocket. I had already taken it off. Hooked into that flounder, and yeah, that's it. Probably the last fish of the day because I'm almost back to the truck. I make one more cast right here, and then I'm done. All right, y'all, so I'm back at the house right now, and the last thing I said is that I was coming home to do a little speckled trout catch and cook. Even though I didn't catch one, I said I had some in the freezer. Well, that's actually not true. I couldn't find any, but what I did find is some black drum, a couple black drum fillets from, I think that was about a week and a half ago. So today we're gonna be cooking up that black drum. It is Tuesday, so you already know what that means, tacos. We have not made tacos on the channel in a while, and today I'm gonna show you the easiest and one of the most delicious ways to make fish tacos. But super simple, really easy, and really fast. All it takes is about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna go over the ingredients and what you need to make these yourself. But before we do that, I do wanna give a little shout out to the guys over at Saltwater Born. So they've been hooking it up with shirts for quite a while now, actually. I think they first hooked it up whenever we had like 1,000 subs, if even that. They sent us over some gear, and I absolutely love the shirts. So they actually just sent over some new ones, and they're not paying me to say this at all, by the way. I just really like them that much. So this one is just the big old Texas flag. It's white with Texas flag. They got the logo on the back. Clean, and these are their Texas ones. And then we have the yellow one, the logo right there. And this is one of my favorites. The nice rough looking Texas on the back. I like that a lot. And I also have one that had a hood today. I was wearing it in the video. It's the same as this white one pretty much on the front. It's gray, but then it has that on the front of it as well. And it also has a hood on it. So it's like the little hoodie fishing shirt, which is really cool. I highly recommend going and checking them out. They're super comfortable, and it's pretty much all I wear now every time I go. So I will have their stuff linked in the description below. And now let's get into cooking. So let's start by going over our ingredients super quick here. So of course you're gonna need some fish. Like I said, we're using black drum today because I didn't have any speckled trout, but any fish will work for this. And then just cooking, you're gonna need yourself a little quarter stick of butter because we are gonna be blackening it. And then we're gonna use some coastal seafood seasoning. If you have blackened seasoning, that would be better. I was checking in the pantry and I could not find any. So I'm just gonna use this seafood seasoning and that should work just fine. After that, once your fish gets done cooking, you're gonna wanna go ahead and throw it in your tortilla because we are making tacos. So we got our HEB flour tortillas. Throw it in the tortilla, flour or corn, your choice, whatever you want. And then put a little bit of this pre-made mango pico de gallo on it, which is amazing. You just pick this up at HEB. I think it's like $5, so not bad. There's quite a bit in there. And then of course, as always, we have the lime to drizzle on top after we get done. Let's get to cooking. So first thing we're gonna do here is add a little bit of olive oil just to keep our butter from burning. And I could be using a smaller pan. I only have a couple pieces of fish, but this is the only one I could find right now. So we add a little bit of olive oil in there. We're gonna turn it on high, nice medium high heat. Go ahead and throw the butter in, get that all melted down, and then once it's melted, we'll be ready to lay the fish in. So a few little things for blackening. We're about to throw our fish in, but very important, you want your pan hot. As you can see, my butter is nice and liquefied. It's starting to brown a little bit, so it's a perfect time to throw in the fish. And also, don't want to be scared of the seasoning. That's what gives it that crust, that's what gives it that color, that's where everything comes from. There's a nice black drum scale. So, lots of seasoning, lots of butter. You gotta have the sizzle. If it's not sizzling, it's not even close to being hot enough. Throw both these in here. Give them about, these are pretty thin pieces as you can see. Give them about a minute and a half on each side, 2 minutes. They're gonna be perfect. So they've been going about 2 minutes. It's time to flip them. Let's flip this one over and see how it looks. Nice and firm. Oh, and that is perfect. Just getting crisp on the edges. Take a look at the fish right there. Ooh, perfectly done. We're gonna slide it off the heat. We're gonna go ahead and assemble our tacos right here. The first thing we are going to do is take some of our mango pico. A nice helping of that. And I really like this stuff because it's super fresh. Then we put a lime on the side for that one. So we're about to try this out, but y'all just tell me that doesn't look good right there. And how long did that take? Less than 4 minutes to cook the fish and a minute to throw it on the tortilla. All of about 5 minutes total. So give it a little squeeze of lime. I think I already gave that one some, but a little squeeze of lime and I'm ready to go in for the bite. There's no quicker, easier, and tastier recipe that you can do than this. Perfect meal after a day of fishing. Cheers. That is perfect. I think it's been probably like 5 or 6 months since I made fish tacos, but it doesn't get any better than that. You could fry it, but blackening is just way quicker and it tastes great too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Even though there was not much catching at all, I didn't even record much whenever I was out fishing. The fog was horrible and it kept making the lens on the GoPro fog up, so I couldn't even really record on that. And then of course, as y'all saw, we didn't really catch much. Thanks so much for sticking around. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're not already, and make sure to go over and follow me on Instagram if you have one. The Instagram is before_outdoors. So thank y'all so much. That is all I have for today. Flounder season opens tomorrow, or I guess whenever you're watching this, flounder season opened today. So flounder videos on the way. The flounder is still here, guys, so get out and catch them. I was out fishing last week and caught quite a few, and I wasn't even targeting them. So they're still here. This last cold front is probably pushing them. They're probably running hard. Good luck to all of you, and until next time, like always, peace.